Hi gente, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be back in my little corner, in my little station, and just doing my makeup. I've been loving just sitting down and doing my makeup, so I thought, why not just sit down and record something. It is October, so it's fall time, one of my favorite seasons. Honestly, here in Florida we don't really get to experience seasons, but fall time, I feel like it's a time for new beginnings. It's a new season that's starting over. So yeah, if you haven't yet noticed, yes, I cut my hair. I cut it like 3 weeks ago, and honestly it was something, you know, when you just need kind of like a fresh start. I needed a fresh start and I needed a change in my life, so I went crazy and decided to cut my hair. But I think I'm gonna leave it short for a little while. I honestly really like it and it's really easy to manage. So for today's makeup look, I wanted to do something that was fall but not typical fall, so it's not like a super smoked out eye or it's not a super dark lip. This is more of a play with pink tones and kind of cranberry tones, but more of like a fall kind of look. So yeah, it's really simple. It's easy to achieve. If you want to learn how to get this look, keep on watching. So my face is already moisturized. I'm going to be going in with my favorite primer, or at least the primer of the moment. It is my Dr. Brandt Luminizer primer. As you can tell, I've already gone through more than half of it. It helps moisturize my skin. It also gives my skin a really nice glow, and even though it's moisturizing and it gives kind of a glowy effect, it doesn't leave my skin oily. For foundation, I'm going in with one that I think I've worn just a couple times, but so far I really like it. It's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I'm just gonna grab my Morphe R10 and I'm gonna start just blending that into my skin. With this foundation, I've noticed that I really like a brush instead of a beauty blender because it's quick drying. So with a beauty blender, I'll take a little bit longer to blend the foundation, and then I'll notice that the probability of it being patchy is a lot higher. So, and overall it's a pretty full coverage foundation. It's also really long lasting. So the longest that I've worn, I think this foundation has been I think it's been like 12 hours, and it held up really well. And after, I'll just go in with a beauty blender and I'm just gonna make sure to press that foundation into the skin. For concealer, I'm going in with my NYX Gotcha Covered. It's a waterproof concealer. I personally like to go in with my ring finger and just dab that across. Set my face, I've been loving the Laura Mercier setting powder. I've been loving it. I like it more than the Airspun, but I mean, the Airspun is just as great, but I've been loving this one because it doesn't have any flashback. It'll make my makeup last a lot longer, and it kind of just melts onto my skin, so I really love it. For bronzer, I'm going in with my all-time favorite MAC Give Me Sun, and I'm going to be using the new Laura Mercier brush that was intended for the Glow translucent powder, but I've been using it for my bronzer. I feel like it helps kind of define my cheeks, and it just applies my bronzer really smoothly, so that's what I like to use. For highlighter, this is actually, I think, the second product that I've owned from Anastasia. I've been using the Liquid Glow, and I like to dab it with my finger because it'll help blend it way better. So you see how it already gives me kind of a little bit of a wet look, and I like to blend it with my beauty blender just so it looks very natural and more like a glow from within. On top, I like to go in with my NYX Illuminator in Ritualistic and just a fluffy brush for highlight. Oh, that's very dramatic. I like it. And using these two like a little bit goes a long way, but I've been loving it recently. To finish off my face, I like to spritz a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, but I'm going in now with that MAC Give Me Sun again. I personally love to use the bronzer that I'm using that day on my crease because I feel like it helps kind of everything look unison and kind of look put together. So I'm gonna go in with just a fluffy brush. I'm using the Morphe M502 and I'm gonna start applying that on my crease. I personally like to start on the outer edge and I like to build that. So I'm gonna go in with that beautiful kind of coppery, no, it's like a cranberry. It's called ATL. This is from the Pure and BoxyCharm collaboration, but I'm going in with ATL and I'm just gonna grab my ring finger because I feel like this color looks best when applied with your finger, and again it kind of helps the eyeshadow kind of melt onto your eyelid. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm just gonna start it's kind of messy, but the color is mostly concentrated right in the middle of the eye. I'm gonna go in with this color from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just gonna make sure to apply that on the crease. I'm gonna go back in with ATL with this Morphe MB10. It's just a flat brush, and I'm gonna make sure to concentrate that on the center of my lid, and I'm just gonna pat that. Before I apply any mascara or any falsies, I want to go ahead and line just the top of my lash line just a little bit. So I'm going to go in with Duet and a small liner brush, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of my lash line. Apply that just so that there's something there. Now I'll be going in with my all-time favorite mascara. I've been using it for a month and I completely fell in love with it. It's the Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I'm going to make sure to get real close to my lash line. I mean, it makes my lashes super long. It makes them like real thick. Love it. Am I the only one? I don't like brand new mascaras. I like mascaras that are starting to dry just a little bit because I feel like it holds everything so much better. For my lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with a pencil brush and my MAC Give Me Sun. I'm just going to trace my lower lash line, then I'll be going in with ATL right in the middle. So as you can tell, I already applied my lashes. I used the Ardell Wispies, which are my all-time favorite ones. Now for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using the NYX highlighter that I used a little bit earlier, the Ritualistic, and just a Morphe M562. Just really carefully, I'm going to make sure to apply that on my inner corner. Lastly, for my lips, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Lingerie. It's a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't make your lips really dry, and it's still kind of moisturizing at the same time, and it won't budge, so they're really good. We are all done with this makeup look. As you noticed, it was really simple to achieve, didn't take that many products, and I personally really like it for this fall time. And if you guys want to see more makeup looks like this or more style looks, make sure to let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.